nais nating alayahan ang ating CEO upang magbahagi ng kanyang mensahe ng pagpapadayon para sa pagtatapos ng 2022s at pagsisimula ng 2024s. Pakinggan natin kung ano ang kanyang babaon para sa bagong kabanata ng kanilang mga buhay at karera. Bigyan natin muli ng mainit na pagtanggap ang CEO ng TFP na si Mavie Ungco.
I'll keep this short kasi nakaabang na yung movie. So we can end on time. Okay. So my closing remarks are supposed to be the final pabaon for graduating 2024 and the incoming 2024s and for all our classes. But honestly, I've been listening to everyone speak today and I feel like ako yung madami na ba? Nagsimula tayo sa 4 C's. Dati 7 C's yung alam ko. Ngayon 4 C's na. Character, competence, courage, compassion. May 3 lessons from the fellows, the graduating fellows. Yung tanggap ako, kung sino ako. That really touched me because I felt the same when I joined TFP. May tiwala sa bawat isa. Also resonated with me because all of this wouldn't be possible without the team who put it together. So isang cocktail tables na they didn't just magically appear, right? And yung mga upuan natin ng may white covers. So very thankful for the team. At yung fact na hindi ako mag-isa. How are you going to spend your dash? What a big question for a Saturday afternoon, but I think very, very timely. The fact that it's not about you, you're not working for them, but with them, that we can is stronger than I can, and kailangan marunong magpahinga, marunong humingi ng tulong, at marunong magpahinga. Dami kong bago. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. No. So I wrote something. I was agonizing what to write, but in the end, I thought, I just write about 3 truths, right? In the past 8 years, my entire time so far with Teach for the Philippines, I've been here 8 years. I joined in July 2016. I've been asked multiple times why I do what I do. I've given many answers to this question, but I guess at the core of them lies a starkly simple yet often uncomfortable truth. I am a very privileged person in a country where many remain underserved and overlooked. The reason why I am in this line of work, apart from that privilege, is the other less known truth, that I have not always had these privileges. Maybe some of it, but not most. Many people assume the privileges I have because I look, sound, and exist a certain way, because of some of the things I've accomplished. But few understand the circumstances I overcame. I'm not going to tell my life story here because today is not about me. But I will tell you that I've experienced enough as a child to have a good understanding and appreciation of the struggles that many of our students have to go through, that many of your students go through. I know what it means to go without and to make the most of scarce resources. I know a little about thinking you do not deserve to take up space because poverty often seems like a moral judgment. Like may ginawa kang mali, may ginawang mali yung magulang mo kaya. and it's often accompanied by deep shame. I am where I am today, taking up space here, because education paved the way for me. I was fortunate enough to gain access to reading, books, to stories beyond my own backyard, to spaces and teachers and mentors that taught me not just concepts and facts, but how to think critically, how to define for myself the truths and values I want to live by. To learn that I deserve good things just as much as the next person by simply existing, by the simple fact that I'm a human being. That for me is the reason for education. The jobs, the economic freedom, the trajectory, the accolades that makes everything possible, those are secondary. Those are indicators of what education can make possible for someone. Me being CEO, that's like what it is. But my ability to put together a coherent thought and share what I think and what I believe is for me the purpose of education. So when you go out into the schools, that for me, that kind of liberation and self-determination is the purpose of education. My simple yet complex truth is I am a very privileged person in a country where many remain underserved and overlooked. And I believe that bestows upon me a deep responsibility. I also believe that, for better or worse, this first truth is what unites most of us here. When I look around this room, I see a room full of people who have been given so much. So much. I'm not saying your lives are perfect, right? I'm not saying you have everything, but you've been given so much. And who have a lot more to give. I see people who care enough to look beyond their own plates and to look, not to question why you have less, but to check if your neighbor has enough. I see people who care enough to do something. Maybe big, it may be small, it may be life-changing, it may be some 5 minutes out of your day, but something. Ang mukha ng responsibilidad na kaakibat ng pribilehiyo natin ay bawat bata at magulang na nangangarap ng mas mabuting kinabukasan sa mga public schools na pinagsisilbihan natin. Ang responsibilidad natin ay hindi ang isalbasin. Hindi sila nangangailangan nun at hindi rin nila hinihingi yun. Ang responsibilidad natin ay buksan ng pinto. I've said this last year, iinan ng konti yung timbangan. Tip the scales a little bit, right? Para makahakbang sila. At makapamuhay ng may pagkakataong mamili ng tamang landas. Because even that is a privilege. Making the right choices. At mamuhay ng may dignidad. I know that the second truth that unites us, as evidenced by my life, and probably all yours, is the belief that education can allow people to do this. That it has the power to transform lives. That helping vulnerable children learn unlocks their ability to live a life of agency, autonomy, power, and dignity. It gives them, like it did me, a real fighting chance. My wish for you today, on the occasion of your graduation and induction, is for these two truths to never leave you. But before I end, I have a third and last truth to impart. Another one that should unite all of us like the other two. Some of you have said it in your speeches. I'll say it again, because it's true. You are never alone. Continuing in this work can at times feel daunting, never-ending, pointless, thankless, and lonely. Maybe every other week I ask myself, what's the point? Right? But working in education and social justice, because make no mistake, it's not just education. It's not just improving scores that we're after here, right? It's about changing things at a systemic level so that our kids have a fighting chance. That means working in education and social justice means you will not be able to see the outcomes that you're working towards. And sort of resigning yourself to that possibility. You may not see it in your lifetime, nor are you likely to benefit from it personally, right? The graduating cohort will know if you push for reforms in DFT sometimes, you're not going to feel it. Maybe the next cohort will feel it, right? So it's the same thing for education and social justice. But I hope that through those days, when that realization proves heavy in your heart, you never forget that you're part of a bigger movement, that your piece plays a crucial role in holding together the whole tapestry of change we're hoping to see. That your work matters, even when it feels like it doesn't. And that you have people you can lean on when the work gets too hard. And that you become the same people that you lean on for others who need you. So congratulations 2022s for making it to the end of this chapter and beginning a new one. Some of you are already deployed, so I will see you yet again for another year. It's not goodbye. But thank you for saying yes to this, for dedicating 2 years of your lives, of your dash, to this mission and for being a part of this movement. Congratulations and best wishes to the 2024s for saying yes as well to 2 years of uncertainty, discomfort, but hopefully tremendous growth in learning. We're all excited for your journeys, we're rooting for you, and are with you every step of the way. Thank you all for being a source of hope and inspiration for me and so many, so that on the days I ask myself, what's the point? I remember you. And I keep going. You all make me proud to be a part of your journeys. Yun lamang po. Let's be responsible for each other and look out for one another. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon.